What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the Juice Baseball channel, and welcome back to another episode in the ongoing saga of the New York Mets Legends Fantasy Draft Series. We are into the month of May, as we are in real life, and this episode is taking place on Mother's Day. And you know what? I might just go ahead and upload this video on Mother's Day. It's not too far from when I'm recording it to actual Mother's Day. So you know what? I might just hold off on this episode and upload it on Mother's Day. I might just do that. I might just be that crazy. So if I do, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. If you're watching this and you haven't said Happy Mother's Day to your mother, go do that. Please, your mothers do a lot for you. I know my mother does a lot for me. So, go say Happy Mother's Day. Go tell your mom you love her. Because they need to hear it. I know that you think that you know, they know that you know. But just tell them. Tell them that you love them. You should just do that every day, but especially on Mother's Day. But getting back to the episode. We've got Clayton Kershaw. I did substitute Kershaw and Schilling. It was supposed to be Schilling again today against the Nationals. But since we saw Schilling in the last episode, we might as well get to see the Kersh. He's going up against the team that lost in my decision for this year's rebuild. It was between the Nationals and the Royals, and I ended up choosing, obviously, the Royals. But we are going up against the Washington Nationals, who are actually tied. Nope, I thought they were tied, but it's 5.5 and 5. They are the second best team in the division. They've had a good draft and a good start to the year. But can we take them on in Washington on Mother's Day? I don't know. We'll find out. This is what the look like the rest of the schedule is. We've got finishing the National Series. We got a Rays and Guardians series at home. Then we go on the road to Wrigley. Then we go over to Denver, Colorado. I think they're in Denver. Aren't they in Denver? I'm pretty sure they are. Then we go to Philly back at home. And then we move into June. And we take on the Blue Jays. We take on the Braves, Pirates, the Yankees in the Subway Series, which is probably what we're going to be playing next episode in the month of June, is probably the Subway Series against the Yankees. Just because it's Yankees-Mets. I was thinking about doing something on June 9th because that is my actual birthday. So I thought, hey, you know what? That'd be kind of fun. But then seeing that we have the Subway Series in June and seeing that it is, I guess we could do it in July, but no, July's episode is usually based on the All-Star Week, so we can't really do it then. And we don't play the Yankees any other time. So we might as well get the Subway Series in June. So that looks like that's what's going to be the next episode. We are currently sitting at 27 and 14. The Nationals are 21 and 18. But I don't want to waste any more time. I want to get into this game, get our road unis on. Obviously, in the last episode, we had a wild bottom of the 8th where Jorge Posada drove in 2 RBIs and got himself a triple, I think, on our way to a comeback victory in the last episode. It was absolutely crazy, so go back and watch if you haven't seen it. But we are headed to the nation's capital, Washington, D.C., going up against the Nationals. Kershaw will take the bump against who they got. They got Marcus Stroman taking the nod here. Jeter, Trout, Griffey, Sosa, Stanton, Cabrera, Posada, Votto, and Kinsler will be the 1 through 9. Obviously, Votto is in instead of McGuire because Votto hits lefties. No, Votto hits righties, excuse me. Votto hits righties, and McGuire hits lefties better. So that's why we've done that. And everybody else will just have to sit on the bench for today's episode. We might get an episode where Trout has to sit, and we move Griffey to center and then put Cespedes in left field. That could be an option for us. Depends on what we're feeling like, but you can get a little glimpse of what the Nationals have to offer. I already see they have former Chicago Cougar legend Austin Riley. on that one. If you've missed the Chicago Cougars, go to the main channel, World of Juice, and check out the Chicago Cougars MLB The Show 22 series to find out what I'm talking about with Austin Riley. If you know, you know. And it's game time. Mets, Nationals from D.C. Kershaw takes the mound. Let's get it.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show brings you the game of the week. It's the New York Mets and the Washington Nationals. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. And Singy, two arms on the mound in this one that have logged a lot of innings in their careers should give us a fun matchup.
You know, the thing about guys like this is that they know how to compete. Even when they don't have their best stuff coming out of the bullpen into the ball game, pregame, they know how to go out there and battle and get outs, even when they don't have the best feel. So I think that's what we're going to see today. Hopefully they do have their best stuff, but if they don't, look for that type of competitive edge.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. And today's starting pitcher, it'll be Marcus Stroman. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's time. Jeter takes the plate to lead off in the nation's capital. Stroman on the mound for the Nationals. And he looks at a 2-1 count to the former All-Star shortstop, Jeter. And we are playing in this week's Game of the Week. So would you look at that? I think that's the first time we've played in a Game of the Week. I don't think we ever played in a Game of the Week for the Reds last year. So we are playing Game of the Week. And it just so happens to be on Mother's Day with the pink bats. You love to see the pink bats. Last episode, Mike Trout started the game with a walk-off, or not a walk-off, with a no-doubt solo shot over the left field wall. And he gets on base here to start his day today. Griffey not rocking a pink bat. He must hate his mother. 1-2 count to him. And Griffey will go down fishing for that one. Sends it foul. Stroman's a tough pitcher to go up against. He's not very highly rated, but he's got a lot of nasty stuff, a lot of nasty movement on his pitches, which can affect a lot of the timing on your swings. And as you saw right there, Griffey grounds into a double play, inning over, and Kershaw gets the bump. All right, going up against Dustin Pedroia. Okay. I'm assuming he's starting second baseman for the Nationals as Cabrera lets that one go past his glove into left field. Griffey fields it and sends it to the cutoff man, Jeter. Miguel Cabrera making a defensive error. I guess that's not technically an error, but it's just maybe a defensive lapse would be a better use of the words. 2-2 count to Andrew Jones, and he will gown that to Jeter, but I'm not going to be able to make the play anywhere. Andrew Jones, the father of Drew Jones, who's in the minors right now. I think he's in the minors. And the Nationals are kind of cooking in the early going in this first inning. Finally, the first out, Griffey tracks the ball in left field. Going up against Carlos Delgado. And he will get that to second base. Jeter behind the back. Got the double play. We got to take another look at that. Votto did the splits as well. But we got to take another look. Even more than this replay is going to show us. Jeter gets it to Kinsler. Kinsler sends it to Votto at first, and Votto did the splits, but that didn't show us anything here. We just showed us Kinsler. I don't want to see just Kinsler. I want to see what Jeter did. My main man Jeter making a case for Gold Glove early in this one. So let's see what he did. Did he flip it through the glove? He did. He flips it out of the glove, not even worrying about what it's going to look like. He just goes straight glove action here. If I could ever... the inverted controls always get me messed up. Look at that flip, that toss from Jeter. Now that is a pretty awesome toss. Gold Glove caliber from the All-Star shortstop, and then Kinsler sends it to Votto, and Votto has to do the splits to pull it out of the air and to get Delgado. I mean, look at the athleticism here from Joey. That's why he's hitting against righties. Right there. I mean, look at that. He's stretching out for dear life on this one. You wouldn't catch Mark McGwire doing that, that's for sure. Mark McGwire's not doing that. All right, there we go. That's awesome. I just wanted to see the glove toss from Jeter. That was pretty cool. So we start the top of the second. Sosa will lead off. The 1999 Hank Aaron Award winner. Obviously, we know what aided him in his home run hitting back then. But he strikes out here. And now it's Giancarlo, don't call me Mike Stanton. 2-2 count to him. And Giancarlo, I got a good rip on it, but I was a little late. I have a feeling that if I was not late, if I had better timing, like even good timing, I probably smacked that ball over the wall, and I might have just done that here, but no, it doesn't have the carry on it. Wow, that ball died. That felt really good off the bat. Here comes Miguel Cabrera. He's second in the National League in average. He's hitting .364 through the first couple weeks of May. So Miggy is kind of raking. Not doing so well in the field, as we saw in the first inning, but hey, it's Miguel Cabrera. He was never known for being the best glove, at least in his Tiger days, maybe in Miami. Oh, what a play in center field. I guess it was Florida when he was there. What a play in center field by Andrew Jones, putting his body on the line to catch that ball. Although it's Miguel Cabrera on base, so he probably doesn't get an inside the park home run or anything. He barely makes it to third, I would guess. But that was still an amazing defensive play, and Austin Riley takes the 2-1 fastball and sends it to the stands. Good catch by that lady, barehanded, by the way. Number 5 for Austin Riley, and if you watch the Chicago Cougars on the main channel, you know that that is not a rare sight to see Austin Riley send one over the wall. 2-time MVP, back-to-back in that series. And he does it here. He gets a home run. Austin Riley, one of my favorite players in modern baseball, solely because of the show, solely because of the stuff that I've done in game with him last year. He rose to the top. And that's a beautifully placed circle change by Kershaw on the corner to get him. Jeremy Pena struck out there. Very beautiful. And that's the first out. But the Nationals have a 1-0 lead in a very dangerous spot to Hunter Renfroe. 3-1, a massive hitter's count, but he swings past the circle. So it doesn't look like anybody can time up the circle change right now. That might be Kershaw's go-to strikeout money pitch. Oh, the 12-6, he just gets a piece of it. Not sure how he did, really. Just got a piece of that circle change, or the 12-6. And Hunter Renfroe sends the fastball. We'll go with the slider. Let's go with a slider here, see what happens. He stares at it. Got him down. That's back-to-back. Good recovery after the home run. Very good recovery. Now, Yadier Molina obviously retired in real life last season. Him and Albert Pujols not in the game as legends this season, so we had to get some created versions of them, but they're here, and he strikes out. So Kershaw, after giving up the home run, goes on a mean streak and strikes out the next 3 batters. Clayton Kershaw might be the guy to take us to the promised land, although he did allow a home run, so how much of a guy can he be? Jorge Posada, bad swing, that's my fault. That's a strikeout to start the inning. Top of the third, Votto's up, rakes against righties. We'll see what he can do here. Also, one of the best on-base guys, but he stares at a slider for a strikeout. I honestly didn't know it was 2-strike count. I probably would have swung if I'd known. Actually, you know what? That was a tough pitch to swing at. I probably would have taken it either way. And I'm not doing very well at the top of the third here. Back-to-back strikeouts, and now Kinsler is down 1-2, and a pitcher's count, 2 outs in the top of the third, but Kinsler will bloop that over the head of the third baseman, Austin Riley, into left field, and that is a 2-out single. Good job from Kinsler, just popping it over the head exactly where it needed to be. Extends the inning for the captain. Let's see what he's got. He's looking at himself a 1-2 count, and Jeter will send that into foul territory down the left field side. Come on, Jeter. You've been so consistent for me in the games that we've played to start this series. I need you to continue to be that, but this time, I need you to hit like, oh, I don't know, Maybe a 2-run home run to get us a lead. Maybe that's asking too much. Jeter will send that into left field. That's got some carry to it. Over the head of the left fielder. And that'll be a 2-out double for the Jeter. The captain continues the hot streak. Big double. His 11th of the year. To the warning track. And now Michael Trout. Michael Fishman steps to the plate. 2 outs. Runners on third and second. What will Mike Trout do? He will swing badly at a slider. That is all me. I didn't want to swing. I tried to check that. I tried to check the slider, but it did not count. I went through it all the way. And I tapped it. He got me on back-to-back sliders. Masterful by Stroman there to get me on back-to-back sliders. And Harrison Bader, the man in left field who missed the Jeter, or who chased the Jeter double, will send this one to right field. Sosa gets underneath it, and he's got it for the first out. Quick first out. And now it's Dustin Pedroia back up, so we've hit through the 1 through 9. We're back up to 1. And they said a drag bunt situation, but Pedroia just goes swanging and sends that to right field. Sosa busy in the bottom of the third. And now Andrew Jones made that amazing defensive play a couple innings ago against Miguel Cabrera in center field. And he also has a hit. But he fouls off the circle change, making it 2-2. We'll go with the 12-6. A lot of people struggle against the 12-6. We'll see what happens here. He stares at it. Good eye. Making the count full. Here comes the slider from the Kirsch. And he foul tips and makes it 3-2 again. All right, circle change. This has caused confusion for a couple of hitters today, but he continues to battle. Again, the count is full. Here comes the next pitch, the 12-6, and Andrew Jones fouls it off again. He is battling so heavily against Clayton Kershaw. Just some straight heat, and it guns it past him. Kershaw gets out of the inning. Good job. Ken Griffey Jr., too good for the pink bat, rocking just a normal black bat. But Ken Griffey Jr. battling against the shift, has some carry to that baseball, but Harrison Bader underneath it at the warning track. Sammy Sosa. Have yet to hit a home run with Sammy Sosa in this series. I told you, my goal is to hit a home run with at least one home run with every single person in the starting 9. So we got to do it. Unfortunately, not there. That's a little liner to second base. Pedroia makes the play, and now it's Giancarlo Stanton staring at a beautifully placed sinker. Stroman is wheeling and dealing. I'm not gonna understate it at all. Oh my God, that slider is killing me. Why am I falling for it? Marcus Stroman is back to his early days on the Blue Jays is where he was the best at. He's kind of crushing it in these 4 innings so far. And thanks to the home run from Austin Riley, he's got the win in his bag if he continues to pitch well. Carlos Delgado grounded into a double play last time, but he will get a double this time. That is in the left center gap. Trout chases after it, but Carlos Delgado walks to second base, and that's a 1-out double. That was a beautifully hit ball right into the gap. And now Austin Riley, who sent the fastball over the wall last time, he stares at it this time. I'm always worried throwing a fastball against Austin Riley, but this time Cabrera makes the play at third. 66 speed. Not enough. Great athletic play from the hefty Cabrera. I haven't seen him make a move like that maybe ever, especially at third base. And now Jeremy Pena, who struck out last time, he will get an RBI double. RBI single, I should say, because we're not throwing home. Delgado will run home. We weren't going to throw him out anyway. It is an RBI single for Jeremy Pena, and the Nationals lead 2-0. They are just putting the ball in a amazing spot. I mean, they're doing what you need to do. They're doing what you're taught to do. Put the ball where the defense isn't. And they are doing exactly that. Delgado and now Jeremy Pena. And it's a 2-0 lead for the Nationals as we go to the top of the 5th. Stroman is continuing to pitch perfectly. Is that going to drop, or is Andrew Jones going to make the play on it? He does. That was getting close. I thought he might not have been able to get it, but Andrew Jones does field it, and that's Miguel Cabrera's second time flying out to Jones. Jorge Posada back up. Had a ugly strikeout last time he was up, and now he grounds into second base. Pedroia makes the play, throws it Delgado, and that's 2 quick outs. Joey Votto up next to possibly finish out the top of the 5th. Joseph Votto stares at a splitter. Ball 2. Can we get a hit? We've done it before in this game. We've gotten a 2-out hit. Can we do it again? No, I should have pulled the PCI. I thought that was going to be higher in the zone than what it actually ended up being. Good pitch by Stroman. And that is a 1-2-3. We go bottom 5. Yadier steps up to lead off the 5th. Stares at a fastball, making it 1-2. Let's see if we can strike out Yadier. And he will, nope, he'll ground out to Votto at first. Votto steps on the bag himself. First out. Now it's Harrison Bader. Darth Bader steps to the plate, and he will send that one off the left field foul pole. Another home run for the Nationals. It is 3-0 here in the nation's capital. Revenge of the Sith. Darth Bader strikes again. What a home run, too. That was a no doubt about it. And Kershaw kind of getting shelled here. I know it's only 3 runs, but we're getting late into this game now, and our offense really hasn't picked up. The bats are not batting. I don't know what it is. Kershaw might need to get pulled. I don't want to do that against one of our better pitchers on the roster. But if he's just not performing, he's not performing. It's not every game can be your best game. He does get Pedroia out for the second. Now he faces Andrew Jones. And Andrew Jones will send that to Trout, and Trout will get it. That is the end of the 5th, but not before Darth Bader smacks a baseball. Top of the 6th, Stroman obviously still on the mound. I'm guessing until he allows up at least 1 run, he is going to be on the mound for the entire game. Kinsler sends that sinker into right field, and that one is caught. Now it's time for the captain. He had a double, right? He had a double last time? Yes, he did. He had a double last time, and this time he lines out right to Austin Riley at third. Yeah, I can feel the disappointment, Jeter. That one is tough. That one's tough. But Michael Trout takes the cutter and sends it foul. 2-2 count. Come on, Stroman. Give me something that I can just schmack. I really want to see how good your bullpen is, because sometimes the bullpen screws up, and that's going to be go to second. Don't go to home. Okay, so we get the guy to second. Overthrow from, was it the third baseman that made the play? Yeah, it was Austin Riley who made the error. And Michael Trout, good old Mike Fishman, gets on to second because of the error. And with 2 outs, Ken Griffey Jr. with 1 swing of the bat can make this a 1-run game again. He's got that power. Come on, Griffey. Ken Griffey Jr. up the middle of the field. That's not going to be a 1-score game. It's going to be a 2-score game. Griffey gets us on the board with an RBI single. That's what I'm talking about. We're not dead yet. Good job, Griff. And now Sammy Sosa, just the same as Griffey, with 1 swing of the bat, instead of a 1-run game, could make it a tie game. And Sammy will send that into center field. Andrew Jones is going to be underneath it. I wish it would have died a little earlier. But hey, we got on the board. I'll take it. That's something that I didn't know was going to happen. Leading off in the bottom of the 6th for the Nationals is Dave Parker. And he's already sitting at a 3-1 count. And he sends that ball into the right field gap. Uh-oh. Dave Parker, leadoff double. Kershaw is in trouble. I was hoping to get Kershaw through 6 innings, but I don't know if we can do that now. Bullpen, we're going to have to bring in Mr. Doolittle to try and save this inning if it goes crazy from here on out. We'll go with a slider. We'll try to pitch away from Delgado because he's been so nasty. That's a big-time swing and a miss right there. He was way out in front of it, and that's a beautiful strike 3. Thank you very much, home plate umpire, for giving us that call. And now it's Riley. 1-1 count to him. We got to be careful. 1 swing of the bat, and Austin Riley can make this a very different ball game. But I also don't want to walk him because Jeremy Pena has an RBI in this game as well. Oh, another generous call from the umpire. He is really helping us. That one's going to be to Kinsler at second. Gets the out at first. 2 down. Parker moves to third. That's not a bad thing, because if we can just focus on Jeremy Pena, third base doesn't matter. 1-1 count to Pena makes it 1-2 with the foul ball. Here comes the slider, and he will also foul that off. No big deal, no big deal, because we will go 12-6, and he grounds that to Cabrera at third. Cabrera fields it. Inning over. Great recovery from Clayton Kershaw, man. He let that leadoff double go by Dave Parker, but then he secured it, battened down the hatches, and got us through that inning without allowing any more runs. So I'd say that's a W in my book for Clayton Kershaw, but now I really would like Kershaw to have a win on his record, and the way we do that is we go up 4-3 before Kershaw gets pulled in the 7th. But Stanton does not start the inning out in a particular good way as he flies out to left field. Stroman is running low on stamina, so he's not going to be able to go all 9 innings. I wouldn't expect him to. But I would expect him to get pulled after the 7th. This is probably his final inning, as Cabrera once again cannot seem to get away from Drew Jones. That's his 3rd out, and his 3rd out to Drew Jones. It seems like the ball, whenever it's hit by Cabrera, is just magnetized to center field. Jorge Posada will get on base, 2 outs. That's a good job to extend the inning by Posada, because now Joey Votto should step up. And Votto has a chance with one. Oh, they're pulling him. I thought they'd keep him in for the inning, but they are pulling Marcus Stroman, and they are bringing in Tanner Scott. He's had 3 save opportunities and no saves. He's got a 17.18 ERA. This is perfect, although this is bad for us because he's a lefty. Votto doesn't hit lefties very well. So this changes the game. I might have to just sit back and be super patient with Joey Votto here, make him try to force us to walk. That might be the situation here. I don't even think I'm going to swing at any of these pitches. Okay, maybe now I have to. I was hoping that'd be called a ball, but that is not called a ball. This is a bad spot for Votto to be in. You could have argued I should have pulled him and made Mark McGwire come in, but too late now for that. Come on, Votto. Do not end this inning like this. Get us on base. Is that going to drop, or is Bader going to make the play? Bader makes the play, really with no doubt about it. I thought that was going to drop a little quicker than it did. And Kershaw's day is done. Doolittle will enter. I will also warm up Joe Nathan, and I'll warm up Craig Kimbrell as well. Craig Kimbrell is 5-0, by the way. Very impressive. Coming in and getting us some wins. Doolittle looks at a 1-2 count against Hunter Renfroe, and we'll go slider. See what we can do here. Oh, he doesn't chase the slider. That was a horrible slider, by the way. I was hoping to be a little bit closer to the zone. The splitter doesn't go after it. And Renfroe is making Doolittle work for this. But he can't handle the gas. Fastball right by him. Doolittle strikes him out. Yadier steps up. 1 out. 1-1 count. Votto right to him. That looked initially like it was going to go over his head, but it drops right into the glove, and that's 2 quick outs. And now Harrison Bader steps up. He hit a home run last time he stepped to the plate, so he is a dangerous player. Foul tips that one. Tip. Let's go with the curveball. Doolittle with the curve. Got him swinging, but he fouls it off. Slider? Maybe. Maybe some slider action. Got him looking. He stared at it. Froze him. Put him in the froze zone. And that is a strikeout to end the inning. We go top 8. Tanner Scott still in the game, as you would expect, because he did very well against Votto. Obviously, Votto doesn't hit lefties well. But Ian Kinsler, who does hit lefties okay, sends that to Scott in right field. And now the captain has a chance to keep us in this game. Come on, Derek. Channel your inner supermodel sleeping and pounce on a baseball. That's what I need from you. Come on, Jeter. Do something. That one's got a carry to it, but Harrison Bader is covering a lot of ground in that left field side. It's up to Mike Trout here in the top of the 8th. We've got one more inning after this. We've got top of the 9th, and then we are going home. And I don't really want to go home with a loss. I want to go home with a win. But we just have not been able to hit this Nationals pitching. Marcus Stroman and now Tanner Scott have been lights out. Really no danger. I mean, we had the one RBI with Griffey, but other than that, really no danger. We haven't even really had that many guys on base, to be fair. And that is another excellent pitching inning from the Nationals. And you know what? Let's bring in Joe Nathan for the bottom of the 8th, because this is probably the last time we will see the pitching staff in this game. Pedroia sends that to third base. Cabrera dives after but can't make the play. Griffey fields it in left, sends it to second. Pedroia doesn't chance it, but he probably would have been safe because that was a off-target throw from Mr. Griffey. And they're going to steal. Pedroia hit and run situation. Andrew Jones fouls it off, so it doesn't really work. Very shocking. I mean, Pedroia's got like 75 speed or something. He most likely would have been gunned out by Posada. But anyway, Andrew Jones strikes out on the slider. Parker, did I say Scott? I meant Parker last time. Parker sends that to right field, so Sosa fields it. 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. We got to do something here. In the bottom of the, or we got to do something in the top of the 9th if we want to have any chance at keeping this game going into possible extras even. Delgado sends that to center field for a base hit. Austin Riley steps up, and Austin Riley will end the inning. Grounds it to third base. Cabrera sends it the easy way to Kinsler, and that is the end of the 8th. They bring in the closer, Billy Wagner. We've got Griffey, we've got Sosa, and we've got Stanton. That is 3 guys that you would want in a situation where you need runs. So we will see what happens. 1 for 3 for Griffey. Not the greatest hitting performance on Mother's Day, but we'll see what we can do. And Griffey flies out to center field. That was a bad swing. PCI was a little too low, and timing wasn't great. So now it's down to 2 outs, but Sosa sits full count. We'll see if Sosa can get on base here with a little cheap walk. We'll have to be... I didn't think about it. If I was ready, I wasn't planning on swinging, but then the ball looked like it was going to be a strike, so I had to swing. But if I was sitting on a curveball, that ball was crushed. And that's a ball that I shouldn't have swung at. Man, I'm just not on it today. I am just not on it whatsoever, but it is what it is. And that's going to be a walk. Thank you very much, Mr. Billy Wagner. Sosa gets on base with a walk. So now Stanton has a chance to tie this game with 1 swing. That would be awesome. I hope he does it. Instead, he will get a hit by pitch. Take your base, Giancarlo. And now we have a pinch running situation. Who's the fastest guy? It's Alex Gordon, I think. So we will send Alex Gordon to go play or to go run the bases with Sammy Sosa for Miguel Cabrera. Miggy has a chance to take us the lead here. If he hits 1 home run, we have a 4-3 lead, and we could possibly save this. And Miguel Cabrera is not going to get the win, or not going to get the thing, but he does! It goes over the wall! Miguel Cabrera! Oh my God! A line drive home run for Miguel Cabrera. And the Mets have a 4-3 lead. Oh my God. Miguel Cabrera, I thought that was going to bounce off the wall and we were going to get 1, maybe 2 to tie the game. But Miguel Cabrera just strong-armed it over the wall, and Billy Wagner blows the save. Good job from Miggy. Look at the man. Miguel Cabrera. Just line drive, frozen rope. As short as you're going to get. That had no business getting out, but it does. And I'm going to call a little hitter's timeout to warm up Trevor Hoffman. Oh, baby. Oh, baby, it's a triple. And the Mets lead 4-3. What is it with us and these comeback victories the past couple episodes? I don't know what is going on. Why can't we just dominate and be done with it? That's what I would prefer. But instead, they're making me sweat. They're making me work for it. They're making me wait. They're building the drama. I don't want the drama to build. I'd rather be up by 17 runs and not have to worry about it. Posada flies out to first base in the infield. Second out of the game, or of the inning, I should say. Votto against a righty, and he's against a lefty, and he sends that into right field. Okay, Votto gets on base against a lefty. I'll take it. And they bring out another pitcher. They are not happy with Billy Wagner blowing the save. Ron Mauricio, Ron Marinacio? I don't know how to pronounce his name. I apologize. I've never heard anybody say it, so I don't know how to pronounce it. If I heard somebody pronounce it, maybe like the guys on the headset, but I don't have them turned up very loud, I could say it, but whatever. He comes in relief of the closer, which is something you never want to say. But Ian Kinsler looks at a 2-2 count with 2 outs in the top of the 9th, and Ian Kinsler will end the inning grounding to third. Austin Riley goes the short way. Pedroia steps on the bag at second, but Miguel Cabrera, the hero possibly, boom, just strong-arm that baby over the right center wall, and we've got a chance to win this game in the most crazy of circumstances. Here comes Trevor Hoffman. He's been very efficient in save situations, only not getting one save out of the deal. And he's got a very weird windup. I wasn't ready for that. 1-2 count to Pena, and he stares at it. What are you doing, Jeremy? Get the bat off the shoulder. Frozen for the first out. 1-1 count to Hunter Renfroe. At least we don't have to face like Austin Riley or Delgado or the guys at the top of the order that have been harder to get out in this game. We have to face the guys that we've been consistently getting out. And we do there. Hunter Renfroe grounds to second base. Kinsler in the shift. And it is 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. The Nationals didn't think they'd be in this situation, but here we are. 1-2 count. Hoffman with the slider. Yadier thought about it. Chooses not to pull the trigger, and he stares at 2-2. Here comes the circle, but this time he got him. Hoffman saves the game, and Miguel Cabrera is the hero on Mother's Day. What a game. That's back-to-back episodes where we've had thrilling games. Unbelievable. Joe Nathan gets the win. Hoffman gets his 12th save. And the boys win on Mother's Day. That's what I'm talking about, baby. What a performance. Miguel Cabrera. Absolutely brilliant. It looked kind of bleak there for a second. Until the 6th when we got that RBI from Griffey. And then Cabrera does a beautiful job. A masterful performance. Can I get another replay of that Miguel Cabrera home run? Let me get that home run from Miggy. Just look at this. Look at this power that he has on. This is just straight up arm strength that he just strong arms it over the wall. Like, this has no business getting out. But Miguel Cabrera does his job. I thought it was going to bounce off the wall and we'd have a 2 RBIs or something, but it goes over for a 3-run homer. And we're not even going to get to see any celebration or anything either. That's kind of disappointing, but I'll take it, baby. That is a pitch that I didn't think was going to be out. A situation I didn't think I was going to be in, and Miguel Cabrera does the dang thing. Thank you, Miggy. A thrilling Mother's Day performance from Miguel Cabrera. You love to see it. I might even screenshot that baby, and you might be seeing that as the thumbnail. Who knows? But let's get to simulating for the end of the month of May. See how this team does in simulation. Seems to have done pretty well so far. We'll see how it continues here. But we have Billy Hamilton, sprained knee ligament. That's not what you want. Final game of the series against the Nationals. We lead 2-1 in the series, and we split 2-2. Okay, not good. Now we have a 3-game set against the Rays, and we will get swept by Tampa. That's not good. What are we doing, boys? We do have to take the first 2 against the Guardians, who have Babe Ruth, I just saw, which is pretty crazy. But now it's time for our next scouting assignment, so I'll just clear all these notifications right out of the way. And then we will go to the scouting. So we got Frank Johnson we're still learning a little bit about. We've got discovering new prospects in the Central for catchers. And this guy has found 17 starting pitcher prospects. Okay. Let's go with relief pitchers in the West. You can go do that. I still want to know more about Frank Johnson, so we'll continue to let him get scouted more. Finish the series against the Guardians, and we lose that one, so we don't sweep them. Billy Hamilton's coming back. That's good. 2 of 3 against the Cubs, and we sit 32-20. 3.5 games up on the Marlins. The Nationals have had a epic collapse to finish out the month of May. They were right there 5 games back, but now they have dropped to 8 games back in sub 500. That is brutal for the Washington Nationals. Stanton has a bruised arm. He's out for a couple days. I don't like that. Still learning more about Frank Johnson. He looks to be a very good player. Not anything like super crazy, but could be a pretty decent player. We're going to go with infield in the international side of things. He's not a super decent player, but he's got good potential. So we'll finish the scouting for that. And we will finish this right here. Stanton's back, which is good. Man, we are just not super consistent, are we? We head into June, 34-24. I'm not really sure what's going on here. We'll take a look. Once we get to the Subway Series, we will take a look at the stats and stuff as we enter the month of June. Let's finish the series against the Blue Jays, and we are not good right now. What is going on with us? All right, so Frank Johnson's actually not that good of a player, it seems. We found that out. Let's go to starting pitchers. Orlando Bassett looks to be very good. I mean, he's got to be the number 1 overall pick. Orlando Bassett looks amazing. That is crazy how good he is, or how good he looks at least. Who else has kind of that same potential? So PJ Dwyer could be that. He's got a very wide range of overall, that's for sure. I guess we could scout it to find out. But this guy, ooh, hello. Chris Travis looks to be very interesting. Very wide ranges, but his overall, if we scout him, his overall could be around the 80s. I like that. I don't have a problem with that. Let's finalize the scouting for that. Finish the series against the Blue Jays. We got swept by the Blue Jays. What is going on with us? We are just not very good. The Braves have actually passed us with the amount of losses we've had here. We have lost 4 straight games, and now we have to play the Braves. And of course, we take 2 of 3 against them. Makes no sense. But whatever. Now we play the Pirates, and we will possibly win the game. Oh, his overall's going down. I figured it wasn't going to be in the 80s, but you might as well check. And now we will continue to scout. I don't know. Who else should we scout? Probably more guys that are around our draft range, which is into the later rounds of the first round. So let's go. I mean, this guy's ranked in the 20s. He could be good. We'll scout him. I also want to cancel this guy, cancel the scouting assignment, and then I want you to scout prospects. I know you have good discovery, but I want you to scout prospects because I want to scout actual good players. I want to find out how good Tim Cruz is, really. And I also want to find out how good the other guy is. We'll do him next. But I want to move that scouting assignment to priority 2, and then that guy can still scout actual positions. But we should be almost to the Subway Series, and we are. So we've got Schilling and DeGrom in the Subway Series. And you know what? We're probably going to see DeGrom next episode because we've already seen Schilling. But we are 38-29. Same record as the Braves, but still 1 game back. I don't know what has gone on with us. We just have not been producing in simulations very well. So far, the stats are looking like Hernandez is starting to cool off a little bit. He's 3-5 with 79 strikeouts, a 6.14 ERA, 6-2 for Kershaw, 3.77, 6-4 for Schilling, 3.90, 2-3 for DeGrom with a 5.73, and Strasburg is 2-7 with a 7.11. Pitching staff is struggling. I think that's where our problems lie because the hitting doesn't seem to be much of a problem. Jeter's got 33 RBIs, 281 average. Trout's got 18 home runs, 46 RBIs, 261. Griffey's playing well. Sosa's playing well. McGuire's struggling. How's Votto doing? Votto is doing okay. What about Stanton? Stanton should be coming back since now he's not hurt, so Stanton should be back in the lineup because McGuire's just not hitting well. 168. Cabrera's doing really well. Miguel Cabrera might be the best player. Posada's doing okay. Votto we saw, and Kinsler's doing all right. I don't know. It just feels weird. We should be playing better. We're just not simulating well. I mean, look at these losses. 4 straight losses. Then we lost 2 in a row here. We lost a bunch of games here. I mean, we got swept by the Rays. another 4-game losing streak with that other loss to the Nationals. I mean, it's just inconsistent play headed into the dog days of summer. But that's going to do it for the episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. If you enjoy this and you want to check out more stuff, links are down below in the description for my other channels. World of Juice channel, I've been talking about that a lot today in this episode. If you want to go check out that Chicago Cougar series and see how good Austin Riley was. But also for the basketball channel, if you like 2K and you like NBA stuff, you can go check out that. That link is down there as well. And also the link to this playlist. So if you have missed any of the other previous episodes, maybe you missed the draft, the very first episode, you want to see how I got all these players, go watch that. It's linked down below as well. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.